Hey YouTubers, welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician. Today we're going to be going back into the Amazon tool deals, and like I posted a couple weeks ago, we did a video specific to Milwaukee hand tools, so I want to do something similar to that. I was going to do an all Tekton one, but if you guys follow the channel, you guys know that I used to show a lot of Tekton deals. Lately, there just haven't been any. And the ones they do have, it's like a single screwdriver or a single socket. I'm not going to do that. So it took some time, and I only found a couple that seemed like good deals. It still wasn't enough to make a full video, so I also included Gearwrench. So this is going to be a Tekton and Gearwrench Amazon tool deals video. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys are interested in any of these items, they will be linked down in the description. There will be dedicated links for each item we discuss, and then there will also be a tools and tools continued link. First up, we have the Tekton high torque screwdriver set. This is a 4-piece set. They have a wide variety of sets, so if you want a small set like this, you can buy them individually, smaller sets like this up to very, very large sets. They also have them in the hard handle, four-sided hard handle design, as well as this tri-lobe high torque design. You can also get the blades in a full black oxide, or you can get them with chrome like this. The pricing is great on all of them, and they're all made in the USA. This is the part number for this specific set. It is down from $18 to $13.83. I think that's a really good price for a 4-piece. You do have the black oxide tips on the Phillips, so you don't have to worry about the chrome plating chipping or anything like that. You can kind of see a little bit better view of the shape of the tri-lobe and the shape of the handle overall. I've had these screwdrivers for years. I've really enjoyed them. When they first released them years ago, I didn't think I was going to like them all that much, but I wanted to give them a try because they were made in the USA. I've had very good experiences with Tekton, so I gave them a shot, and truthfully, they are a very comfortable screwdriver handle, but keep in mind that's subjective. It all depends on your personal preference as far as handle designs. You got the 1/4 inch and 3/16 slotted, and the number 1 and number 2 Phillips. And here's just a little bit of information on that. If you guys would like to know a little bit more, you can read that. Here we are looking at the Gearwrench 77-piece SAE and metric ratcheting tap and die set, part number 3887. So this normally runs on other websites and stores around $160. It has the typical price at $165 here. Normally the typical price is $160. So still a decent savings here of about $40. And it is a good size set. Now, if you're looking for a decent set, now if you use a tap and die on a regular basis, like weekly, obviously you're most likely going to be looking for an extremely high-end, high-quality tap and die set. So this isn't necessarily, you know, for those that are using a tap and die on a regular basis every single week. But if you're a DIYer or a professional that needs to have a quality tap and die set around, this is going to be much better than a lot of the other ones around this price range. And if you use a tap and die set maybe a couple times a year, or I would rather have this than a cheap set. I've owned a cheap set before, and I think it was the one from Harbor Freight, one of the cheaper ones there, and it was worthless. I'm not saying that's how it is for all of them, but when it comes to a tap and die, that's something that you really don't want to go too cheap on, because you're either creating threads on a new project or whatnot, or you're trying to fix something after an issue has happened. And the last thing you want to do is use a cheap one and end up making the situation worse, if that makes sense. So you don't want to go too cheap, but also if you don't use a tap and die all the time, you also don't want to go out spending $300 on a set. So I think this is a good size set, both metric and SAE, and a decent price. So the other good thing is the tap adapters and the actual mechanism itself, or the T handle, is ratcheting, which is pretty dang handy, truthfully. It's very handy having the ratcheting mechanism, especially when you're working in an awkward situation, you don't have a whole lot of room. And then the tap adapters have the special, pass-through shape, I don't even know what you want to call it, that fits into the locking ring in the ratcheting handle. So you can't just throw a normal tap adapter in here or anything like that, but 5-degree arc swing, everything included here. So you got a few different types of taps. They do have different size sets as well. This one definitely seemed to be the best price one out of all the others, plus it's both metric and SAE. But as far as this set, we are looking at 4.7 stars, and it has 3,961 ratings, so rated highly and rated a lot. Keep in mind that all of those ratings are these sets combined, but they're all the same tools, just broken into different size sets. So next up is another screwdriver set. This is, I mentioned earlier, this is their 4-sided hard handle design. Once again, this is also made in the USA. This is a 10-piece set for just under $35, normally $37. So not a whole lot of savings here, a little bit, but I really like this handle design. It's very comfortable. Keep in mind, you can also get this in a black oxide finish as well. And here's just a little bit of information on this if you guys would like to pause and take a look. Next up is a Gearwrench set, and I am so disappointed right now. This is still a good price. I think $70 is a good price for this set. I think the 3/8 drive set is around $115, $120, something like that on sale. I've owned this set for, I don't know, 7-8 years. And while I don't really use this thumb ratchet or whatever, it's definitely not like the best designed thumb ratchet out there. There's definitely some better designs. I like the 120 XP. You can also get this set in the 84 tooth version as well, so keep that in mind. I think they're a little bit cheaper. You get 2 extensions, a universal joint, and then deep and shallow metric and SAE. So you get a 3-degree arc swing. It's a 60 tooth gear with dual pawls, creating 120 positions. So there you can see the dual pawls. But like I was saying earlier, I was a little upset because when I first saved this, it was at $45, and I knew immediately that it was a mistake on the seller's end. It had to be, because literally 2 to 5 minutes after I saved it on the list, it was back at 70. But I still think that's a good price, so I kept it on here. The only thing that I ever had an issue with is when I first got this set, I had like 2 of the same sizes. I was either missing an 11 millimeter, I had like 2 10s, or 2 of the same socket. I can't remember which one it was, but contacted them. They just told me to keep that extra socket and just sent me another socket. But that was the only thing I had an issue with this set. It has 4.8 stars out of 5 and 822 ratings. And it's weird because you can get just the tools only without the case, but it's more expensive. So here we were looking at the Gearwrench 48-piece 1/4-inch drive impact socket set. This is a 6-point socket design, and it is both standard length and deep wells in both metric and SAE. Part number 84902. Once again, all of these products will be linked down in the description for you guys if you guys are interested in any of them. And then I'll have the tools and tools continued link there. If you guys are enjoying the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up and subscribe. This set is going to be a pretty good size set. It does go up to 15 millimeter in the 1/4-inch drive, so I know a lot of people that use 1/4-inch drive that want sets that go up to the 15. There are a lot. I know Tekton sets used to only go up to 14, and I think they actually changed that now. They are providing the 15 millimeter, so it is nice to see this set is 4 through 15. You get the 4.5 and 5.5, and it does not skip a size in both shallow and deep. And then as far as the SAE, you have 3/16 through 9/16. So a good little selection here. I don't use a whole lot of SAE, but I'd rather have a set around. Now, 1/4-inch impact sockets, truthfully, I personally myself do not use. I will just throw a 1/4-inch chrome socket on an impact driver and go that route. But maybe if you 1/4-inch all the time on an impact, I mean, sure. I haven't had an issue. I'm not usually working with 1/4-inch fasteners and torquing them to the moon, so I just use chrome when it comes to 1/4-inch. But I do know a lot of people that do use 1/4-inch impact sockets, so I figured I'd throw it in here. The list price, that is not normally what you see the price at. I want to say you will normally see this around the $125 to $140 price range. So it's down. Basically, if you look at Napa or any other place, they're usually around $125. Acme may have it at this discounted price as well. They're usually really good with the discounts going on. So that's another website to check out if you guys haven't, acme.com or acmetools.com. I'll just link it down in the description for you guys. They usually have a lot of good deals. I may start doing videos dedicated to that website. If you guys would like to see those, let me know down in the comments. But this is $100 or $101. It has 4.8 stars and 474 ratings, and I think it's a great little size set for the price. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Once again, Gearwrench has a bunch of other socket sets available. But that is it as far as this week's Amazon tool deals for the Gearwrench and Tekton lineup. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that thumbs up. These items are down in the description for you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.